count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good evening so far. So we're gonna start with Cyberpunk once again tonight. I think V has a lead on where he can find the creator of the biochip that he put into his head shortly after Jackie died.
Well,
he's hoping that the creator of the
Where'd you get the ride?
biochip
Straight out of some
can
driveway in Rancho?
yes, exactly.
free him
problem?
from his
Me? No, not at all. I mean, there's no accounting for
unfortunate fate.
Screw you.
taste. How the hell did you land in this mess?
I liked the color. The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
What am I supposed to tell you? That I'm not about to let my partner rob me and get away with it? That my fixer made me look like a goddamn fool? What about you? Why do you need that clown from the AV?
This particular clown's got intel I need, and I'm running out of time to get it.
So why didn't she tell me she knew about Nash?
Rogue? Do better not to wonder what her agenda might be.
God damn, I can't stand the bitch.
Know what? Screw Rogue. Can't see why you even care.
'Cause I need the money.
Don't let her push you around. She's not the only fixer in town.
Yet you're only here because she sent you.
But I'm not the one bitching about her.
You don't know her. Not at all. Did she tell you she was the one to bring me and Nash together? Did she tell you it slipped her mind to mention Nash was Raph and Shiv?
But seriously? Didn't realize Nash was Raffin?
No. The sneak forgot to show me his Shiv card.
Don't you keep track of who's in the area? The Wraiths, right?
Until now, they mostly jumped corporate transporters down by Highway 64. I see you know things.
Nomad blood. Might not have known that side of him.
So make me laugh. A fixer of her standing knows. And Rogue probably knows we're talking about her right now. Nash and I had a role to play in her game. Her plan. That's it. Rogue's a frigid old bitch. That's the truth. Okay, we're almost there. We'll gather my guys, then ride to Rocky Ridge.
Would you look what the cat dragged in?
Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Fuck you, too.
Mm-hmm. And who's this?
My babysitter. V, this is Scorpion. Mitch. Two old friends.
Hey, guys.
Hello?
What brings you to these parts, city girl?
The big city got too small for her. Do you have any idea how angry the old man's gonna be when he sees you here?
I've just come by for a spell. Saul needn't know a thing.
Need your help.
With what? What's this about?
Raffin screwed Pan Am. Plan is to show him that was a bad idea.
How bad did they get you?
Bad enough to make me sit quietly through all your bullshit.
You know we would do anything for you, sister.
But now? Now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Well, the old man told us to sit tight and get those generators back up after the batteries went kaput.
Generators? You won't help because of some goddamn generators? Is this another joke?
Really could use your help.
Not this time. We're needed here.
Fuck. I don't believe this. So you'll stay put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Pan Am.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan. You know that.
Listen, we can't leave camp. No chance, but Saul never said a thing about gear.
Okay. Well, I'll need that rifle of yours. And some of my own stuff.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You disappointed?
I don't know. Maybe a little, yes.
Hey, Pan Am, are you staying a while?
No, I'll be going again soon. We'll talk next time.
Hey, Pan Am.
Have you brought someone new? Does Saul know?
Not your concern, friend. Will you help me with this?
What's inside?
A few odds and ends that should be useful. Take it. All right, that's everything. Let's go.
Did you figure out your differences with Saul? Will you come back?
Pan Am, you'll stop by later, right, honey?
Next time, Ellie. I promise.
Well, she must be popular.
So, I'm off.
Yeah, go on, go already. Call us sometime.
Keep an eye on her, V.
Put it in the trunk.
We can go. Hop in.
So, Rocky Ridge. Empty, dusty hole in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I heard. Natives either moved to Night City or just got the hell out.
Then you know almost all there is to know. The whole area was waiting on a new interstate extension. It was supposed to breathe new life into the town. It didn't happen, of course.
How many ghost towns you think are there? Hundreds?
Countrywide? Thousands. I drove down I-80 the other day. All you have to do is pull over after sundown. It's quiet then. And you hear it.
What's that?
The wind whistling through boarded-up windows. Tumbleweeds scratching across dry, sandy tracks. That's how towns die. Not with a bang, but with whispers and whimpers.
Seems you got a real problem with authority.
What?
Rogue, Saul. He your leader?
Their leader.
Seemed in a hurry to Delta the hell out of there.
Let's just say Saul wouldn't have been happy to see me.
What happened?
The reason we came to California was because he promised change for the Aldecaldos. He claimed we would turn over a new leaf. But you saw it. We got a handful of tents on a heap of sand. A hell of a promised land. I wanted something different. Better. Saul's a damned coward. He'll be the end of the clan, I'm certain.
Were those two in the army?
Scorpion Mitch? Yeah, Panzer boys. They were on contract during the last war.
Panzer boys. Flew those huge transporters.
Scorpion piloted. Mitch ran security. They both got some kick-ass combat implants and a stack of really fucked up nightmares.
Mitch and Scorpion seem good souls.
The best friends a girl could ask for. I'd stay in the camp too if I were in their shoes. Fuck Saul and his generators, of course. Yet the clan comes first. But I'm not part of it anymore.
Still treated you like you're one of them. They care about you.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anyone you would call close?
Haven't been so lucky.
I see. Okay, we have arrived.
What do we do?
We get ready to greet the Raffins, and we've little time for that. We'll need to improvise. We should scout first, to look for anything that might be useful.
Doubt Rocky Ridge could be any deader. Everything's down. Nothing works
Well,
here.
have you found anything?
No dice. Nothing's up. All cut off.
Well, we'll make it work. The Raffins will roll in after dusk. We will have a surprise ready for them. We just need to get some power flowing. Let's check the substation.
Okay.
Okay.
Found the breakers, but there's no juice on them.
Not to worry! Come down! I know how to surprise the bastards. Right. So, the intersection is powered from that transformer substation, right? The switchgear on the roof. We'll flip the switch there and everything will light up like Christmas. Understood? V?
Fine idea. Let's get us some power. I'll look around for access points.
Great. They're likely to show up in numbers. We can't know how many. We need to outfox them, then get to my car somehow.
Relax. Got a few ideas. I'll try to play a little game with them at the intersection.
Hell yes. Perfect.
As soon as they see the lights, they'll have to check who, why, and how. Nova.
Yep. First we start up the control terminal below. The gear on the roof is a hunk of junk without it. Come on, we'll give it a boost from the car battery. That should do the trick. Wait for me by the substation. I'll bring the car around. The panel looks to be in good shape. I'll make a bypass circuit to the power supply. That should do it. We'll just have to get it up and running. Grab the jumper cables from the trunk. We'll boost it from the car battery.
Red cable connected.
Give me a moment. I need to hook everything up here. And done. Now the Black Rattler. There she goes. Thought the old jalopy
Damn.
served us well. Okay, I've got voltage. Start the terminal inside. And once the power is on in the building, get on that roof.
You got it.
I'll set up on the tower. We'll have the whole intersection on a platter. You flip the breakers when I give you the signal to do so, understood?
Yes, ma'am. Switchgear's got power.
Prime. We'll have some fun at the intersection. Let's get into position.
Now we wait.
Remember, as soon as we see them, you give us power.
Raffens will come from where? Any idea?
The northeast, I wager. From the freeway that was never finished.
Got it. Cover me, just in case.
Of course. They're rolling in. In my thorn. You see her?
Really, really hard to miss.
Let's take them by surprise. Let's try to do this quietly. If anything happens, I'll start picking them off. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Where's the son of a bitch, boss? You, wait for him here.
Get good and ready. This show starts now.
Let there be light.
Grab the car shot. The driver has it. Look for the girl with the mohawk.
Colorful bunch.
Look around. No,
Get the key to...
I'll be inside. I'll already see them.
Cut off everything.
So who turned it on?
Maybe from up top somewhere.
Worth a try.
I'm not, I'm telling you. Think everybody just packed up and set out? Almost shoved the whole thing under the rug. Business as usual.
How am I gonna get over there?
Time's up, bitch!
Fuck. Covering. We have to pick all of them off now.
That was weird. Where the fuck did she go?
Good work. What now? A few shifts still breathe.
Catch a tiger, kill it slow.
Get in the car out of here. No need to risk it.
Come on, move it!
You have to take out the Brits by the car. One for you, one for me.
Oh, okay. I'm confused. Where is her car right now? So we have to take this dude out? I mean, that... Guess we'll try and pick these people off one by one here. There's two left.
Had to die sometime.
God damn it.
me in the car.
Chain sword? Yeah. Okay.
Move. I'll take the wheel.
There. Couldn't wait another minute, could you?
At last. And she's prime wheels, isn't she?
Dreamy indeed. No surprise you wanted her back.
She completes me.
See? Managed just fine without Mitch and Scorpion.
Listen, V, it's not over yet.
It's not? You got the cargo, you got your car.
I did not get Nash, who was not in Rocky Ridge. The fucker didn't show.
So it was about vengeance, the whole time.
The hell you know about me?
Either you're not being straight with me, or you don't know what you want. Hard to say which is
Just
worse.
listen to me, for fuck's sake! I know where their little hidey hole is. We'll take the old unfinished freeway nearby. They will not be expecting us. I'm sure of it.
Want to just show up at the Raffin hideout? Are you out of your mind?
Do you have a better idea? Let me hear it.
Matter of fact, I do. We take the stuff to 6th Street, then go after Hellman like we planned.
I gave you my word, didn't I? Please stop riding my ass about Hellman. And do not start acting high and mighty, like you won't lift a finger if it's not in the contract. Just help me get Nash.
No. Not what we agreed.
Are you joking? Tell me you are, please.
Not about to risk everything to settle a score that isn't even mine.
You don't get it. This is more than
No,
just...
Pan Am. Mash made a fool of you, I get it. But don't try and make one out of me. We hand the goods off to 6th Street, then set up the Hellman grab. That was our deal.
That was our deal.
You mad at me?
Hey, boss. Got your cargo. No fast ones. Come on, let's meet. Sunset Motel. I know you're not kidding. I'm certain to be there.
Pan Am. Stop it. Come on.
What do you want?
To talk, like normal people do.
Was talking in the car spelled out in the contract? I can't seem to recall.
And
Don't worry. I keep my word. Always.
don't know about you, but I'd rather you kept your word and things would be cool between us. Are we all right?
Give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
They're here. Let me do the talking.
Sensing trouble?
No. At least I don't think so. Hey, boss.
Panam! How's Nash? Doesn't seem to be answering his phone.
Don't call him anymore. There's no need.
You got balls, girl. What's this? A bonus of some sort?
Nobody. There. First class merch.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything's in order?
Check your account. Should be pretty plush in a couple minutes.
It's been a pleasure. But I believe Rogue's the one who is to pay me.
You're all right. Think you earned a tip. Let's roll.
Hello, Rogue. What did you say again? Solve your own problems, clean up your shit? I got the merch and the car back. 6th Street is happy. That's 2 shits cleaned, bitch. Which means you'll get your cut after all.
I took my cut up front, honey. But I guess I'm touched by your concern. Till the next one, Panam.
One bitter, cold bitch, that rogue. Think she might have lost the plot.
Mean to say she was once sweet and alluring?
Never that. But she's no stranger to the other end of the stick. Think she might need a nice, strong shock.
I need a drink now. Come on.
Oh, this rogue. He didn't indulge Panam's appetite for frontier justice. Dropping Nash would have solved diddly squat. A quartz bandit?
Hello, Noah.
Hey, new biz or new friends back there?
Take a wild guess. Is everything good with you? Did those bozos come around again?
Raffins? Nah, it's been quiet. They'll be back, sure enough. This place has seen worse. What can I get you?
Broseph. 2 of them.
So that package for Street, what was it?
You didn't peek? Valoperidol. Drugs for the cyber psychos in our midst.
They trade in them?
Yes. They have deals. With black clinics, rippers. Another one over here. Thanks, Noah.
Cheers. Let me know if you need anything else.
You've done your bit. It's time I returned the favor. We need to think hard about how to handle the AV.
So, Hellman, what's our plan?
Well, first I need to sort out how to down the AV with one hand while taking out security with the other. With what we want to do, we should make sure to be almost invisible. Let's meet back here around midnight. Agreed?
Sure. Catch you later.
Noah, I'll need a room. Just for tonight.
Alright. What time is it right now? 2:28 a.m. Well, shit, that means I gotta wait a whole nother day now. Lightning breaks. And meet me at Sunset Motel Garage. I'll be waiting. Let me check, we got here minus 20 stamina cost for dodging and dashing. Shooting assault rifle. Okay. So you gotta get up to level 15 to get these. What is this? Cyberware stat modifiers. Yeah, I don't have that yet. Okay, I guess we'll do this one. Okay, go to my journal. Oh, wait. I'm gonna get a car? Oh, but... Well, okay. Well... That's not too far. I mean, even if I can't... Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yeah. Should I... Actually, let me, manage my inventory here. So... Let's see... Yeah, Wish I got a better shotgun. I don't know why the fuck. Okay. Called Judy? Why? Human nature. Domain. Please, I'm pleased to inform your vehicle has been repaired. Oh, yeah. Now it gets repaired after somebody already gave me a new one. Bruh. Yeah, I don't think we're doing this. So. Meet with Takamura. Damn. Gang. So hold on. If I do this and then I go like this. Oh, cool. So I can just pick whichever one I want, basically. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with this one for now. wait. Please track this one. Wait, why? What the fuck? Why is it track? Damn. Okay.
What are you carrying?
Firearms. Best in all the Badlands.
Damn. Got some tier 3 weapons here. So how much is this? 28,000 fucking dollars? Bro. Wait, what? Why? I don't understand why this one costs. Oh, it's a crafting spec as opposed to the actual gun. Well, okay.
It's you. Oh, wait. Not,
Wait, how do you actually... I've never actually done crafting before. Tier 5? Okay. So I could craft some tier 2 stuff. But yeah, that's... Yeah, I have a bunch of tier 1 components, but... How many, here. Let's see, let me look. How many, tier 3 components do I have? I only have 12 tier 3 components, so I'm kind of doubting I'd be able to craft anything. I haven't even looked at, like, well, I don't think I've really got anything new. Do I not have a better precision rifle? I guess there's just not a lot of people that use precision rifles. So it's always 30? Okay. Well.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. This is tier 3. I don't know, all this stuff's expensive. Get a tier 2 sniper rifle. Damn. Yeah. We got a precision rifle. Sniper rifle. Damage 31. Damage 58. Reload speed. Eh. Oh, it's a smart sniper rifle? So why is it more expensive? Locks onto only one enemy at a time. Can be charged from hip fire. Okay, this, I think it's because these have mods on them. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't. This one does. Okay. 300% headshot damage multiplier. 50% armor penetration. Damn. Wait, but the damage on this one is way higher. The range is lower, though. Hmm. Yeah, it's 11. Ugh, shit. Okay. You know, I guess we'll do this one. Then I could maybe sell some of this stuff I got. It won't go for much, but
What's up in the big world?
oh, wait. You can't stash stuff with this? You can only do it with the motorcycle? Well, that sucks. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, oh. What's going on here? Security turret. Well, anyway, alright, let's go ahead and switch over to Chaos Head now. Alright. Okay, bro, what's the fucking problem here? Why is this weird? Alright. So yeah, I guess let's do a quick recap here. So yesterday we started the Nanami route. Basically, let's see. This takes place I think it was shortly after the second big earthquake, kind of in the about halfway through the story. And actually, okay, so yeah, the Nanami route really starts like right after Takumi receives that package, which he thinks is from Shogun, but it's actually from Suwa. And in the original story, or the original ending route, whatever, there's a severed hand in the package, but in this route, there is no severed hand in the package, although there is Nanami's cell phone and some blood inside, but no hand. And then Takumi goes outside and finds Nanami on the ground naked, and brings her into the his home, and gives her a sweatshirt to wear, and then she like takes a shower and cooks some stuff for Takumi, and I mean, obviously she wanted to stay over for the night, that first night when he took her in, but then after that he begged her to spend another night with him because now he's like freaked out about the Shogun thing. So yeah, and then I think that's about all that happened last time. So after dinner,
ナナミ、話がある。
何?
she was reading one of the manga volumes I had piled in the corner of my room. When she spoke, she didn't look up from the book she had her nose in.
真面目な話だから、 ちゃんと聞けよ。
どうしたの？急に改まっちゃって。
She closed the book and sat up straight.
これでいい？
おとといのことは、何か思い出した。
2 days ago was when I'd found her naked outside my shipping container. Her clothes, her bag, and her bangle were all missing. Her cell phone had been sent to me in a cardboard box, covered in blood. This wasn't normal. Nanami had said she didn't know how she'd ended up like that. She had mild amnesia. But what about now? Had she gotten better? The Nanami in front of me sure seemed like the Nanami I knew. Her expression darkened, and she gently shook her head.
まだ。
全く、全然。
全く、全然。なるべくね、そのことは考えないようにしてたんだ。お母さんにも話してないし。おかげで、制服がなくなった理由、ごまかすの大変だったよ。
Maybe I should take her to a hospital after all. What kind of doctors handled amnesia? Psychiatrists? Maybe I could get Dr. Takashina to look at her. Then I remembered that Dr. Takashina had been killed during one of the New Gen murders, and felt a squeezing in my chest.
ナナミ、僕は命を狙われてる。
Ugh. Her eyes went wide. She probably thought I was crazy, but it was the truth. I decided to open up to her about everything. About Shogun, about how I'd seen the third New Gen murder crucified, about all the strange and terrifying things that had been happening to me since then, about the threatening message I'd received from Shogun just before I'd found her, and about the 2 strange calls from the fake Nanami. At first, she chuckled. This is all just some delusion of yours, right? But eventually, she realized that I wasn't joking. Her expression tensed up.
いいか、これからしばらくは一人で外に出ちゃダメだ。どこで襲われるかわからないから。
お兄、ナナ、怖いよ。
僕だって怖いよ。だから二人で協力するんだ。
Together, we could support each other. I wasn't sure how much a loser like me could provide any kind of support to Nanami, but without her help, I wouldn't last much longer. Ideally, I would have liked someone who could physically protect me, but I wasn't sure about going to the police for help. The detectives I'd talked to in front of the Kurenai building were nowhere to be found since then. What happened to that stuff about sending someone to protect me? And they might still think I was the one behind the crucified murder, too. I couldn't trust the police. I had to stay inside the base as much as possible until I came up with a plan. Nanami was sitting on the sofa, sunk into it. Her arms were wrapped around her trembling body. I sat down on the sofa, staring blankly at the Seireton poster on my wall. My room was much cleaner than it had been. After I'd finished my story, Nanami had sat there silently for a while before suddenly saying that she wanted to clean my room. After 2 or 3 hours, I was in a much better state. Nanami had probably wanted to do something to take her mind off what I told her, I assumed. Now she was lying on the bed. How long had it been since anybody had used that bed for its intended purpose? I vaguely remembered sleeping in it for the first few months after I moved here. I hadn't wanted her to clean my room, but now that it was done, I realized it was the right thing to do. Last night she'd slept on the sofa, and I'd slept on the floor. It had been horribly uncomfortable, and I was glad for the chance to be able to sleep on the sofa tonight. As nocturnal as I was, though, I couldn't go to sleep as early as Nanami. Well, it was past midnight, so maybe it wasn't early, but even that was early for me. I always went to sleep around the time the sun started to come up. So here So here I was sitting on the sofa just staring into space. Had Nanami gone to sleep? I couldn't hear the sound of her snoring. Maybe she read my mind because she turned over in the bed and poked her head out from the covers.
ねえ、お兄。
寝てなかったの？
うん。
Nanami looked like she wanted to say something. After a few moments of hesitation, she whispered,
あのね、一緒に寝てあげようか？あ、別にナナが一緒に寝たいわけじゃないよ。ほら、ダメダメお兄は怖くて怖くて一人じゃ寝つけないみたいだから。本当は嫌だけど、今日だけは特別ってことで。
Her words started to have more and more force behind them. She wasn't coming out and saying it, but from the sound of things, she was too scared to sleep. And so now, here we were.
もし、いやらしいことしたら、本気で怒るからね。
するわけないだろ。
わかんないじゃん。ついムラムラしちゃったりするんじゃないの？
しないって言ってるだろ。妹にムラムラなんかできるか。
それはそれでちょっとショック。少しくらいムラムラしてほしいな。
誰がするか。文句ばっかり言うなら一緒に寝るのはなしだ。
ごめんなさい。もう言いません。
She pouted and fell silent. This was more embarrassing than I expected, and my heart was pounding too. Even if she was my little sister, I'd never been this close to a 3D girl, let alone slept in the same bed as one. I said I didn't think she was cute, but that was a lie. She actually kind of was. And why was she looking at me anyway? Close your eyes. Don't look at me.
なんだか変な感じだね。ねえ、お兄はナナのこと鬱陶しいって思ってる？
え？
思ってるんだ。
I did. She was bratty. she talked back, and she wouldn't leave me alone. At least, that's what I used to think. After spending more time with her in the past few days, I'd changed my mind. She was in bad shape herself, and yet she was always there to smile at me when things were rough. Maybe having a little sister wasn't so bad after all.
思ってないよ。
別に思われたって平気だよ。ただね、勘違いしてほしくないんだけど、ナナはお兄のこと嫌いなわけじゃないからね。
What was she talking about?
お兄って前入院してたでしょ。それで
入院はしてない。通院してただけだ。
嘘、入院してたじゃん。
してない。お前の勘違い。
そうだっけ？まあいいけど、とにかくお兄が学校も行けなくて大変だった時にナナがしっかりしなくちゃって思うようになったの。いつもお兄に口うるさくあれこれ言ってたのだって、そういう理由なんだよ。お兄が嫌いだったからとかじゃないよ。昔はお兄が病院に行くようになる前はナナはいつもお兄に甘えてたよね。お兄はナナにとっては頼りになるお兄だった。お兄のこと大好きだった。
Did you have to say it in past tense?
だから今度はナナがしっかりして少しでもお兄の負担にならないようにしてお兄の役に立とうと思って。あんまり役に立ててたかどうかわかんないけど
ダメな兄貴でごめん。
Maybe because of everything that was going on, I found myself able to say things that I'd never been able to say otherwise.
気にしないでいいよ。兄弟だもん。それにナナは昔の頼りがいのあるお兄のことも知ってるし。どんなにダメでもナナはお兄のこと嫌いになんてならないからね。
ナナミ。
I had no idea that she felt that way. It made me so incredibly happy. I couldn't believe that I'd ever hated having a 3D sister. I was so glad she was here.
でも今日はちょっとだけ甘えてもいい？さっきは強がり言っちゃったけど、本当はね、一人で横になってるとどんどん怖い想像ばっかりしちゃうんだ。だからお兄に甘えたかったの。安心したかったの。
She curled up and put her head against my chest. Nanami smelled good.
ずっとこうしたかったんだ。ずっとお兄に甘えたかったんだ。
I wrapped my arms around her slender body, tightly, so tightly. As long as she was here, I didn't need anything else. Not my Seraton figures, not my ESO rep, none of that. All I needed was my living, flesh and blood sister who cared about me so much. Feeling the warmth of her skin made me feel so much better. The next thing I knew, I'd fallen into a pleasant sleep. I woke up on the sofa. That's strange. I'd been sleeping in the bed with Nanami. Had I come back here at some point without realizing it? I looked up at the bed. There was a bulge in the sheets. Nanami was evidently still asleep. I checked the time on my phone. Something felt strangely wrong. Something wasn't right. But what? What was this strange sensation in my heart? What day was it today? I didn't remember it being November yet. And why the hell was I waking up at 8 p.m. at night? Had I been out for 20 hours? No, that was impossible. Being with Nanami had made me feel a lot less tensed, but not so relaxed that I could sleep for almost a full day. Maybe my phone was broken and showing the wrong time? I looked at the date on my computer clock. It said it was just past 8 p.m. on November 4th. I booted up my email software and internet browser at the same time and began to look around the news sites. They all had the same date, November 4th. I read a bunch of articles too. One of them bothered me. It was dated October 28th, 1 week ago. Did it have anything to do with the message from Shogun? His message had told me to come to Ofrun at 9 p.m. This couldn't be a coincidence. There was more. What was this? It didn't make any sense. The 6th New Gen case was supposed to be SMJK, right? And what the hell is this 7th case DQN puzzle? When had that happened? I froze, staring at the New Gen site. Seira's words brought me back to my senses. From the look of it, I'd had so many messages that it had taken time to download them all. The software had only just now finished. 53 new messages? And they were all from Shogun. From the look of it, he was pissed off. I'd never seen Shogun use language like this before. Sweat started to pour from every pore in my body as I sat there in terror and confusion. I clicked on the newest email. You ignore me for a full week, huh? You honestly think you can get away with that? If that's how you want to play this, then I guess it's gonna be Nanami who pays the price. I might go overboard and kill her, but don't blame me, okay? It's your fault. What was going on here? What the hell was going on? Calm down. Don't lose control. Think. This has to be a delusion. Yeah, that's right. A dream. It's just a dream. Before long, it would end, and then I'd wake up. I'd be back in the bed with Nanami. That was real. This wasn't. The sound of someone banging on the door echoed through the room. Someone was here? I held my breath and stared at the door. Silence. Nothing at all to indicate that someone was there. just when I thought I was hallucinating. Another knock. I wasn't hearing things. Was it Shogun? Was he finally here to kill me? But instead, I heard a surprising voice from the other side of the door.
Nami.
Huh? Why? I looked over at the bed. Nanami should have been sleeping there. There was a bulge in the white sheets after all.
Oi, Nanami. Okiro.
I climbed halfway up the ladder to the bed and tried to wake Nanami up. The sheets didn't move at all. Something was wrong.
Nanami!
I ripped off the sheets. What I saw was a bunch of boxes. Nanami wasn't there. My mind went blank. The bed hadn't been cleaned up. There was no way somebody could sleep here. It was just a bunch of boxes filled with manga and H-game packages. It was a storage space, just like it had been yesterday before Nanami cleaned it up. Nanami had cleaned it up? Yesterday? I looked around the room. It hadn't been cleaned at all. Why hadn't I noticed when I'd woken up? I was confused. My memories were all messed up. The voice outside the door again. Nanami's voice. Who was that Nanami? Where'd the one who'd been sleeping in my bed gone? What happened to the Nanami that I'd found shaking, naked, outside my room? I didn't understand. Nothing made sense. I staggered over to the door on unsteady feet, and then fell up against it. The door was padlocked from the inside. There was no way to leave if the padlock was closed. Nanami couldn't have left without me knowing it. It was impossible. I thought I was going to cry. This must be another one of Shogun's attacks, I thought. But I had to open the door. I could hear Nanami outside. She sounded so weak and helpless, and she was calling my name. I unlocked the padlock and slowly opened the door. Yeah, this is the real Nanami here. Nanami was there. She was wearing her missing uniform. Her whole body was covered in blood. Her right hand was severed at the wrist. She was holding a sword I'd never seen before, a D-sword. She was looking at me with empty eyes. I was too shocked to speak.
どうしてあの時来てくれなかったの？1週間も待ってたのに。お兄、助けてってずっと呼んでたのに。
This was a delusion. This was a delusion. This was a delusion.
右手が痛いの。返して。7の右手。
So the real Nanami is just suddenly showed up at his place. I don't know, Takumi like woke up and it was already like a few days later. So, I don't know.
右手を返して。朝起きてから右手がちょっとズキズキするの。
Which was a delusion? Which was real? What was it I'd been seeing? Who had I been talking to? What happened to that Nanami? Where had this Nanami come from?
Oni!
Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. In front of me, I could see Nanami covered in blood, but I could hear her calling me from behind. I slowly turned around, and Nanami was there. She was wearing the clothes I'd given her, her right hand still attached at the wrist. There were 2 Nanamis.
そいつ誰?
The 2 Nanamis said the same thing at the same time. Nanami looked at the other Nanami suspiciously. And Nanami looked at the other Nanami with tears in her eyes. Surrounded on both sides by Nanamis, I...
これは妄想だ。
I dropped to the ground and put my hands over my head. If this was a delusion, I hoped that I woke up soon. This was horrible. It wasn't the kind of delusion I wanted, but I still didn't snap back to reality.
その偽物、何なの?
Yep. They're 2 Nanamis. We've known about this for a while. The bloody Nanami slowly moved. She raised the D-sword. It was as big as she was, and terrible, almost painful to behold.
なんで偽物がお兄と一緒にいるの?
Well, because Nanami's apparently kind of going through the same thing Takumi is. Although we know Delusion Takumi was created by the real Takumi so that he could fight against Noah 2. We don't know why the Delusion Nanami was created. They haven't explained that yet, so.
そいつのせいでナナを助けに来てくれなかったの?
Yep.
ナナは偽物じゃないよ。そっちこそそんな変な剣持って偽物じゃん。
They both had Nanami's voice. They both had Nanami's face. They both called me brother. Which was real? Which was fake? Were both real? Were both fake?
偽物のくせにお兄から離れてよ。
The bloody Nanami swung the D-sword easily with her one hand. She was aiming it right at the neck of the unbloodied one. Nanami froze. Nanami's aim was true. The D-sword dug into Nanami's neck and passed right through. I'd just seen the sword slice into the neck of the unbloody Nanami, but no blood came forth. There was no injury. She was standing there just like she had been a moment ago. I'd seen the other Nanami swing the D-sword. At the speed it was going, it should have chopped her head clean off.
やっぱり偽物。
Oh, jeez.
ナナはなんで
Stop it.
偽物だからだよ。
Yeah, I'm fine.
偽物じゃない。
Shut up.
お兄、離れて。そいつから離れて。違うよ、お兄。ナナはここにいるよ。
黙れよ。
I screamed. I couldn't take it anymore. None of this made any sense.
どっちかが妄想だ。僕の妹は、ナナミは二人は存在しないんだ。
I looked at both Nanamis in turn. They both looked like the Nanami I knew, so I turned to the one wearing the clothes I'd given to her. I made a wish that this was the real Nanami. I wanted the one I'd held so tightly in that bed to be the real Nanami. I wished, and I reached out my hand. I reached out my hand towards her face. I went to touch her cheek, but just like the D-sword had done, my hand went up to her cheek and passed right through. Nanami was right there, but I couldn't touch her. I didn't feel a thing. Is this incesty? It's verging on it. It was like she was a hologram. I felt a sadness taking over my mind that I couldn't control. Huge tears started to fall down my face.
嘘。嘘だよ。ナナは偽物じゃないよ。ねえ、お兄、そうだよね。そうだって言ってよ。
Nanami came towards me. She went to give me a hug. But the Nanami in front of me had no real body of her own. Her body passed right through my hands.
違う。違うもん。ナナはここにいるもん。
Nanami's right hand gripped my left. I could feel it. It was gripping my own, weakly. Her body, her neck, her head, none of them were real. But her right hand was touching me. The bloody Nanami, the one missing her right hand, screamed. She screamed, and then the strength drained from her body. She fell, still holding the D-sword. That Nanami was sweating terribly. The color had faded from her face. Of course it had. She'd lost so much blood. She'd even had her hand cut off. Of course she'd collapse. A terrible thought came to me. I knew it was impossible, but it was the only thing I could think of that would answer what was going on. An answer out of a nightmare.
そうだよ。
A voice that wasn't Nanami's.
タクが今考えた通りなの。
On the other side of the fallen Nanami, standing outside the door, was
Rimi
Sakihata, holding a D-sword shaped like a pair of wings. Our eyes met. She was looking at me with such sadness in her eyes.
あなたが今右手を握っているそのナナちゃんはあなたがリアルブートしようとしている存在。
Oh, fuck. Real boot?
現実に耐えられなくなったあなたが産んだの。理想度を持ってるナナちゃんが本物なんだよ。嘘言わないでよ。ナナの方が本物だもん。たく、あなたはナナちゃんの切断された手首を見てショック状態になったの。そして妄想した。そんな手首は見てないって。ナナちゃんは5体満足で無事だって。
She was way hotter this way too. Who, Nanami? I hadn't seen any hand. Shogun had sent me a blood-stained cell phone, but that was all. Or had he sent a hand too? Had I just forced myself not to see it? Forced myself to have no awareness of it? And then that naked Nanami was something I created? And the real Nanami was the one lying on the ground in front of me with her right hand cut off after she'd been captured by Shogun?
嘘だ。
本当なの。ねえタク、今すぐ妄想するのをやめて。あなたがしようとしていることは人間を一人丸々作り出すっていう恐ろしい行為なんだよ。
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, so... at the part where he received the package from what he thought was... who he thought was Shogun, with Nanami's cell phone in it, he thought he didn't see the severed hand in there, but apparently that was a delusion. And then he went outside and he found a delusion Nanami naked outside. What's up, Zane? How you doing? What did you miss? So you missed, I guess Nanami and Takumi were spending another night together at Takumi's home, and Nanami decided to let Takumi sleep in the same bed with her. But then he like woke up later and found that it was like already a few days later, and then he found out that Nanami wasn't in the bed. But then the real Nanami showed up at his door, and she was all bloody and shit, and she just collapsed, and the fake Nanami here showed up behind him. So the two Nanami saw each other before the real Nanami collapsed, and then Rimi showed up, and now she's trying to explain what's going on, so...
あなたは今、核兵器のエネルギーをも上回る力を使ってる。そのせいでこの1週間、あなたはほとんど昏睡状態だった。自覚してないかもしれないけど。
Okay. So he was using so much energy to create the delusion Nanami that he went into a coma for a week.
タク、このままじゃ本当にこの世界に2人のナナちゃんがいることになるの。それにあなたがその妄想に力を使えば使うほど命の灯火が失われていく人がいるんだよ。だから
嘘だ。
ごめんね。あなたを守れなかった私の責任だよね。だけどお願い。辛いかもしれないけど現実を見て。今すぐ妄想を止めて。お兄、消さないで。これ以上妄想を続けるなら私があなたを殺す。
I knocked Nanami's hand away. I was tired of all this. Sick of all this shit. I had no idea what to believe. Believe Rimi? Impossible. Believe the Nanami who was looking at me and crying? Impossible. Believe the Nanami lying on the ground holding a D-sword? Impossible. Believe myself? Impossible. All I'd ever wanted was something simple and small. To live in peace. To not have anybody bother me. To live quietly with Nanami, my sister. That was all I wanted. It was all I ever wished for. Was I not allowed to wish? Was I not even allowed that? Then all of you can just disappear. This whole world can just disappear. And then I'll live inside my head, inside my delusions. Just me and Nanami. Not a real Nanami or a fake Nanami. Just Nanami.
僕は
I looked into Nanami's eyes. They were shining, wet with tears. Nanami was looking at me.
ナナミがいてくれればそれでいいんだ。
And right after I said that, the world shook.
サードメルト。
My wish came true. The world was bathed in white. It covered everything and blew everything away. Alright. Real Taku is so sick. Yeah. Yeah, Real Taku is sick because Delusion Taku is stealing away all his energy, basically. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight because I was doing some work on a project earlier today, house project, so I am like fucking worn out right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here tonight, and I think yeah, I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow because I have a rehearsal. So I will be back again in 2 days. New member of Kawaii. Navina. Okay. Yep, Tuesday, and so yeah, skip tomorrow, then the next day I'll be back. So all right, well, I'll try to watch a little bit of them, Zane, if I get some time. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the sack. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a couple days. Have a good night.